Oh, hello. We just get to see it. Was that a tapir? Oh frick, we got my girl. I didn't know she's part of it. Tunguska. Okay. I put an extra N in there. Hello everyone. Hi. We have a new story chapter and they're starting to put them in front, and so I don't even have to add them myself. That's crazy. There was a lot to that. I didn't even read half of it because I was too busy watching the visuals. Now, I will say, before we begin, this is a very risky part. It's very risky. And the reason it's risky is quite simple. I have a Christmas party in an hour and 25 minutes. That is a hard cap on when I will need to do this. So this will be probably about an hour, maybe 10 minutes, right? That's about where we'll be. So if I cut it short, that's why. Anyways, here we are, Caldia broadcasting station. Oh yeah, we did that there. But no, we did it. I'm on like as soon as it's up, pretty much, because I want to play 9. Wow. 6. Wow. 10. Wow. And 50 points from Koyanskaya. Heck yeah, man. That's a lot. That's a lot, actually. Speaking of a lot, can you tell I've not been playing? Okay. Oh, we also get 4, 10, 6, 9, 1, 30, 2,000. Love numbers. Nice. So, on that note, who's on summon? Who is on summon? Taigong Wang, I know you. You're from frickin'... I know him from the I played him in the Warriors games. He's a wheat man, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's a wheat man. What class is he? What's he about? We also have some craft essences here. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to do some summons here, I think. Do we actually not get their info? Okay. It doesn't actually say what class he is. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Why not? I have tickets. Let's do some tickets here. And I would also like Dobranichik. I think that's how you say her name. I'm not sure. I'll need to read it more carefully and not just in passing. That was a bit of a load. Oh my god, hello! Dobranaya. Please say your name. That was very fast. Sick. Dobrinya. Niktich. Dobrinya Niktich. Let's just go with Dobrinya. No. Great. This is going to be wonderful. What kind of job? Are you saying that because you're a Final Fantasy XIV character? I know about that lore. That this is literally Rabina here. Literally their Final Fantasy XIV character. And when I say literally, I mean it's just very similar looking. A famed dragon. Oh, you're a dragon slayer. One of the valiant Bogatyr warriors portraying the epic songs known as the Bilina. Dobrinya. Okay, we'll go with that. Dobrinya. Dobrinya Nikitich. That's going to be a tough one. Was one of the greatest Bogatyrs ever to serve the legendary Sun Prince, Grand Prince Vladimir of Kiev. The only one to ever surpass him was Ilya Muromets, the strongest of all the Bogatyrs. Get used to me putting on an accent every time I say these words, because it's impossible to not. He's best known for slaying the evil three-headed dragon Zmai Gorinich to rescue the Princess of Kiev, and by legends about his wife, Natasha. According to the stories in which the character appears, Nititich is a man, with this, Nititich confirms. However, in this manifestation, she appears decidedly female. Whenever she's asked about this discrepancy, she just shrugs and says, yes, that's true. Yep. Okay. Wow, that was fast. I didn't think we'd get you so quickly. I kind of wanted you, so I'm happy. We'll do the full 10, because we want to make sure that we don't waste any tickets, right? But wow. Okay. It's a damn good thing I have thumbnail art of you, because then I can use it more in the future. Also, because you're kind of cute. A bit. for a Final Fantasy 14 character, because Final Fantasy 14 characters all look the exact same. Slumbering City. That's a new 3-star. Apply evade. Ooh, it's an evade. And we get attack boost for the event. Nice. My howls echo across the distant sky. Where are you, waking one? Are you still somewhere, suddenly holding on? I can't hear you. Breathing in your sleep. The morning remains driven away. Okay. Okay, that's a decent card. That's actually a legitimately really decent card. Kiyohime. And I'll wait till it says the connecting there, because that's usually when you go like, oh, let's go, right? We have one more. Oh, wow. Wow, MP2 already, huh? Okay. Wow. Empty Garden, 5 stars, very nice. That's a servant. What do we got? Just a Medea. Nice, the 5-star. Ooh, attack up by 80%. Heck yeah, and it's all the besties camping. It's the ear gang. There's nothing like getting away from the din of daily life by going to the great outdoors when there's nothing there but nature. But when you're free, when there's nothing there but nature, that's when you're free to make your own fun. Why don't you take my hand and join me? Not before marriage. Jeez. Let's do one more, see if we get a Taigon Wang. If not, we're fine. Let's see here. Darkest Before the Dawn. It's 2 of the commanders. They're looking quite visually pleasing for female audiences. I'm sorry, I can't see him being sexy. I don't see it at all. Bro's kind of 50% up. If one considers even freezing cold days as moments of contemplation, with which to better rack one's brain, strengthen one's strategy, and plan one's next move, then they become times to be welcomed rather than endured. Now, come and let us wait for the plum seams to show and the new sprouts of blossom with light. Wow, this is a very yaoi card. Okay. Increase attack strength by 50% and bond up. Ooh. That'll be useful for the new teapot function. We'll do one more. I'll just see here. I'm just feeling it. Alright, servant. Nope. It's another Darkness Before the Dawn. That's a card. That is a Room Guard. Alright, wow. Oh, and we also got this. Homerabara Academy. No thank you. Student Council President. Kurohachi. Keep your back straight. The school building's well ventilated. The mood light. And your conversation's pleasant. Some things may be obvious, but they're more pressing than anything. Okay, weird. Kind of a weird new one. Okay. I was happy. I got MP2 with her. So that makes me happy. Speaking of, let's give her that then. Okay, let's go with, yeah. We'll lock that one then. Okay. Sounds good. And it is increased buster effectiveness, deal heavy defense ignoring. Ooh, and inflict burn. Ooh, are you a burn type? I don't think I have a good burn type. One that's based on burning there. Okay. Sounds good. Anyone else that needs a little bit of touching, loving? Don't think so. Yeah, no, we're good. All right. Let's give you some stuff. Do you have an event bonus? You do, because of course you do. I'll start off with you guys. Okay. Just double checking there's no one there. We're good. Okay. I'm trying to get a grasp on your personality too, right? Because it's important to try and figure out who are they like. Okay, you're just pretty quiet right now. That gives me not a lot to work with for voices. Just, that's it? Just good? That's all you gotta say? That's it? You're okay, I guess you're kind of a quiet type then. Alright, sure. Okay. That's it? Okay, well, let's see you ascend. I mean, this form's good. I do like the little, you know, Natasha Nyanners, and now her titters are out. Birds of the Mask increases arts and buster effectiveness and applies special attack dragon. Yeah, you are a dragon slayer. That is the thing that you're supposed to be, so... Okay. Super success. Alright. Grab this. Maxed out. Alright. Are you gonna say more? She just seems kind of quiet right now. I don't know. I'm waiting for you to tell me. Okay, yeah. But to be honest, as of what we've seen so far, I'm not getting much personality. You just kind of exist. Okay. Let's see. What do you have to say? And now you're slightly more covered up. The ice axe is cool, at least. Berserko. NP gauge up. Increase critical strength in it. Okay, God, you are a dragon. Like, even more so, because you even make everyone else become a dragon slayer. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, are we out of cards? Are you serious? Well, dang. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna deal with this? Well, I guess I should get some of those after, too. Let's just go default. Let's go filter. Let's get all the EXPs, and let's go 4 stars. Or, let's go 3 stars for now. Receive all. Thank you. Okay, and then default. And then let's just go receive all. My box is not empty yet. It's still going. It's still taking its time. Okay, so we'll do this. It's gonna take a bit, but it's fine. Alright. Maybe one day my present box will be empty, but that day is not today. Maybe over New Year's, though. Right? We'll see. Alright. Last one. Oh, she has a dragon, of course! Must hate its own species, then. Okay. A mount? You're even calling it a mount? Like, come on. The Final Fantasy XIV jokes write themselves. Okay, give me this. We'll at least max her out here, because I'm sure she gets a big attack bonus, and that is important for this event. Probably not as much as Taigong, right? Because he's kind of the new premier type one, but alas, I didn't get him, and alas, I don't really, as of right now at least, care to try and get him much more. You know, I did a few rolls just to get some craft essences and stuff, but yeah, this is fine. I'll take an NP2, you know, rider. Rider's a class that I mean, I have some good ones there, but I can always use more riders. Okay. And is she just going to be just under 10,000? Well, wait, I was going to say just under 10,000, but no, we can give her more. Cool, so let's go with... Give her some of these. Not enough, but close. Okay, and... There we go. We only got her to 750, but that's fine. Like that. She's doing decent. She's doing decent. Well, you know what? After all that, time for us to actually hop into the story, right? So, let's go. Tunguska Sanctuary. I don't know what's going on here. I'm excited to learn. All I know for this story is that it involves Tamomovich, and that's it. Nothing else. Sion Eltnam Sakaris, visitor from the Atlas Institute who personally unraveled the root of destruction. Oh. Your condition for making use of the Wandering Sea in the year 2019 is as follows. In exchange for a newly issued 8th Atlas contract, we permit your stay in the Wandering Sea for the period of 1 virtual year on this bleached Earth. The deadline you specified is soon approaching. I trust this future remains the same? Wait, what? Who's she talking to? Is she the traitor? I mean, I guess I could have seen that coming, but... That is correct. I do not require any fixes or revisions. Please just keep the contract as it is. All I ask from those of you in charge of the Wandering Seas that you continue to watch over Kaldi as they pursue their mission. Where's the Atlas Institute then? Are they just alive, or what's going on? There's someone up above. Very well. Everyone here at Wandering Sea Bollanders recognizes your genius in their own way. Wait, sorry. Is there... What? Wandering Sea Baldanders. What is that? I should probably not... Okay, no. Wait, we are in Wandering Sea Baldanders. Right, I was gonna say. That sounds familiar. That's why I'm looking it up. This is Baldanders. The Wandering Sea Baldanders is the 3rd branch of the Mage Association, right? Selin. What is this? Selin, Gate of Preservation, honors your mind. Gani, Gate of Rebirth, is sympathetic to your actions. Ellen, Gate of Advancement, derides your losses. Guenon, Gate of Storage, empathizes with your mission. And Fushiruka, Gate of Subordination, despises you as much as ever. Out of respect for the Atlas Institute, we of the Wandering Sea will turn a blind eye to this security organization. Where are they talking to us from? What's going on? Glad to be done with that. Well, that was a surprise. To think the mysterious call would be from the Wandering Sea's top brass. Did not expect them to contact me. That was from Gani, the Gate of Rebirth. Gani, huh? If I recall correctly, he was a mage from the Clock Tower who apprenticed himself to the Wandering Sea in the year 1000. What? Did the other gates choose him to be my point of contact because there's a relatively modern era? Or are they simply low on personnel? What is going on? This is the first time I'm hearing about any of this. Oh well, I can worry about that later. Right now, I need to get to work. Trismegistus II, halt catastrophe automation. That word always kills me. Tell me about the current existential threat. There we go. I see you really have nailed the data down this time. You gave me the exact coordinates for the singularity, and you even know exactly what the threat is. Perfect job. Oh, so this singularity first spawned in January 2019, but its inception point is in 1908. It started out as a minute singularity, but quickly expanded in size over the past year, or rather, over these last few days. So it is just like a lost belt then. It must have undergone nearly 100 years worth of development in an instant. And if we do not do something to stop it, it'll transform all of Eurasia and devolve humanity into lower animals. Soccer fans. Yikes, that sounds appalling. Humanity has faced many existential threats before, but cases in which humanity is indeed knocked off the apex of the animal kingdom are indeed rare. I suppose I must hand it to Beast 4. She certainly lives up to the moniker of evil of humanity. Okay then, we'll just have to compose our response. Trismegistus II, send this urgent message to Chaldia leaders and mark it urgent. Immature beast activity detected. Please begin the mission to subdue it within 24 hours. We anticipate the battle will take place in an unusual environment, much like the recent British Lost Belt. Also, since Chaldia Base in the middle of significant end-of-year renovations, ray shifts and zero sails are not currently an option. You will therefore need to take the storm boarder to the singularity in question. All Chaldia staff, please make preparations to board the storm boarder ASAP. Your target is Chaldia's arch enemy, the immature beast known as Tamomovich Koyanskaya. There we go. So that is where Koinskaya was hiding out after escaping from Britain. I'm sure she's not planning on revealing her nest until the conflict between Kaldi and the foreign god had been settled. But it seems like these actions she took in the British Lost Belt forced her to show her hand prematurely. That being said, she is still a powerful enemy. I expect Kaldia will need to be very much in its favor to come out on top here. Still, if they are going to concentrate their resources on combating the foreign god, this is not a battle that we can simply be avoided or postponed. Good luck, everyone. All I can do now is trust in you and hope for the best. Though, of course, I already know exactly how things will turn out thanks to Trismegistus II. No matter how valiantly they fight, Kaldia is doomed to total annihilation. All my work over this past year will have been for nothing. What is going on? What is happening? Wait, scratch that last bit. Absolutely cannot share that part of the prediction with them. Ah! What is... Wow, okay, we just... accelerating the plot. Okay. What the frick is happening? I mean, on the other hand, I have seen the location of the first ordeal call or whatever, the next main story thread, and I saw a picture of it and I'm like, that looks like the Atlas Institute. And my friend just said, don't worry about it. And I'm like, oh, why is there an Atlas Institute based story thing? He said, don't worry about it. But now I'm starting to worry about it. What is going on? Okay. Well, we just made it here, huh? What am I even looking at? Is this a big circle? We're gonna start from the outside, I guess? Okay. Well, that's good. Because I was gonna say, you can't just throw us in there. Beyond the walls of the world. Let's just take a look here. What is that? Can I zoom in? I'm gonna have to hold control here. What is that? That looks like a vending machine. Okay, well, let's start. Okay. Boy, we just threw into the story so quickly. Beyond the walls of the world. Okay. Let me sit up. I need to... For some reason, I thought this would be kind of a nothing event, and yet here we are with the biggest reveal just casually dropped. Light. Light filled my entire field of vision. Light, light, light everywhere. In an instant, pure white light enveloped both myself and the nearby trees. It was the first time in my life something like this ever happened. I'd never experienced anything else like it. The flash of light was so brilliant I couldn't even close my eyes. There were signs leading up to it, of the countless different species that live in the woods. The birds, presumably the first to notice something was amiss thanks to their sharp senses, all took flight at once. What if they managed to escape? I know we won't. It's too late for us now. There's nowhere for us to run. This light will envelop every last living thing that dwells in these woods. At first it felt like the light had just stolen our sight in an instant, but I was wrong. The truth is, the light took everything from us. Our bodies and our lives. We had no time to react, not even to scream. All we could do was wait to die. Light, light, and more light. Pure power pouring down from the sky in an instant. A raging, terrifying storm with neither reason nor emotion, far too strong to even think of fighting. Ah, light. You remind me of nothing so much as... Yes, that's right. Cool, I had no context for what's going on. Nothing so much as... man's fire. What? Fire, light? What's going on? I don't even know what a Tunguska is. I read it once and then I immediately forgot. Because I was like, what's a Tunguska? And I Googled it and then I read it and then it's gone in my brain already. Like, I don't know what it means. Hopefully they explain it, because I don't know. Look at our cool ship. Why don't they make a model kit of it? Our target point is 60 degrees 55 north, 101 degrees 55 east. Now approaching the skies over the old forest of Tunguska. Okay, so it's a place. Can you tell me where that is? We're keeping a close eye on Tamovich Koyanskaya's magical energy. At the moment, the target shows no sign of moving from the forest area upstream from the old Tunguska River. For the time being, we're calling the area the Old Tunguska Forest. The stormboard is flying straight as a marlin, and will soon be entering its airspace. I know we covered the operation plenty back at Caldia Base, but let's go over it one more time for good measure, and also for Tanner and all the viewers to understand what's going on. Our destination is the Old Tunguska Forest, located in Siberia. Our objective is the elimination of the immature beast here, an alter ego who calls herself Tamovich Koyanskaya. Once the stormboarder has arrived at our destination via the shortest possible route, we will descend to the site we're calling Point X, where Koyanskaya's magical energy signal is originating. On reaching our destination, we'll bring all the force we have at our disposal to bear against Koyanskaya. If all goes according to plan, we should be able to complete the operation in record time. However, if Sion's warning is accurate, then we should expect the environment of our destination to be special in some way. There's no telling what might await us. All hands be prepared for anything. Aye, aye, Captain.
Let me say this once more time as well. While this operation's objective remains the elimination of Beast 4 Hurricane Koyanskaya, that is not all there is to it. I trust you remember what I'm talking about, Tanner. This operation is also
a test case for our infiltration of the 7th Lost Belt, apparently. Right, an operation built around the Black Barrel. Oh, you got it. The Black Barrel is still really tough to tune, but now we have a new collaborator. Habitrot, our resident fairy guardian, will help us out by protecting the Black Barrel's wielder. No, did I just hear my name? Pride probably better manifest physically then. Habitrot this spinner at your service. Don't worry, Mash's spirit origin is safe with me. Huh. A few hours earlier, the stormboarder hangar at Wandering Sea Dock. I've detected a new magical energy signal in Russia. Russia? Yes, Russia. It is far from the old Russian Lost Belt, and most of the area has been bleached like the rest of the Earth. Only now it is suddenly giving off a magical energy signal. Well, that's not accurate. It was not really sudden. The signal has been present for a few months now, but it has grown quickly over these last few days. So it'd be more accurate to say whatever veil shielded it from human perception has disappeared. To be more precise, the signal is located in central Siberia, in the Krasnoyarsk Krai. I think it's in the Krasnoyarsk Krai. I don't know what the friggin' is. Which would place it in the forest region upstream of the Tunguska River. But I'm quite certain any heroic spirit who hails from the same era I do must be familiar with the enormous flash of light that occurred there. What? Tunguska. I wasn't alive then, but I've read about the Tunguska incident. Is this a real thing? Foo-foo! Precisely. It was a massive airburst that occurred over Tunguska in 1908. I would expect you not to be alive, Mash. At the same time, we weren't sure that it was even an explosion at all. I still remember quite vividly how blindingly bright the light was. Fool! You saw it yourself, Holmes? All the way from England? I did. What? Whoa. Whoa, that's crazy. The explosion was so massive that the light it created... Why is it capitalized? Is it coming from God? The light it created was visible all the way from England. It flattened a force, and the accompanying shockwave left a great deal of damage in its wake. But miraculously, there were no reports of any human casualties. Though, of course, given the sheer scale of the explosion, it is entirely possible that there were casualties that simply went unaccounted for. And at the very least, the explosion left a huge mark on the area's biosphere. There's no telling how many animal lives were lost. I heard it was caused by a meteor airburst, apparently. That is a story, yes, and the Magecraft world has apparently confirmed as much. I looked into the matter and I could not find any Magecraft causes pertaining to the incident. Are we gonna get that it's like it was actually like an Animosphere spell that caused it or something? It's not out of the question that there may have been some occult aspect to the incident, but if nothing else, even the Mage Association concluded that the Tunguska explosion was caused by natural phenomena. So it's safe to say there were no trace of any mystics at work there. Though that only makes this latest incident that much more mysterious. Why Tunguska? Well, I could speculate, but let me guess, now is not the time? Precisely. So for the time being, allow me to simply convey the facts. A special region has arisen in the Tunguska area of the bleached earth. It is neither singularity nor lost belt. Wait. It's not a singularity. A signal at its heart is wholly different from a holy grail, so no, we do not believe it should be classified as a singularity. We do have some possibilities in mind, but as we currently lack any hard evidence upon which to base our assertions, any further speculation is likely to only invite misunderstanding. At the moment, all we know for certain is the source of this anomaly, or rather, the name of the enemy we must defeat. Both Trismegistus II and Sheba have confirmed this magical energy belongs to an immature beast. We can therefore assume this special region is Tamamovich Koyenskaya's headquarters. Foo!
Are you all done? Then I'll sum it up. Magical energy signal has been discovered in the old Tunguska forest. We've determined this to be Koyenskaya's headquarters.
Foo-foo!
What are you so worked up about, Furball? I don't have any bacon right now.
Foo-foo! Stop that foo! Here, stay with me.
Keep a good grip on that thing, will you? Now then, where were we? I'm all business.
Tamamovich Koyenskaya. She possesses a spirit origin the same as any servant. She is also the executive director of NFF Services, a private military contractor founded in January 2019 following the incineration of humanity, and the immature form of Beast 4, the Beast of Taming. At present, I suspect Koyenskaya sustained some form of injury during the events of the British Lost Belt. Right, when she did that thing, whatever that was, and is therefore not in optimal condition. She demonstrated incredible power when we encountered her in Olympus in the Atlantic Lost World. Yeah, that was a scary boss fight. But at least according to Sheba, her current magical energy signal doesn't appear to have surpassed it. Oh. I noticed you didn't say she's got weaker, though. Because I can't be certain that she has. Foo. So the first big question this raises is, just what is she doing there? I know she technically saved our lives in Britain, but the fact is, she's still an enemy of humanity, and we all know she's not the type to turn over a new leaf just because she's badly hurt. So there's probably a reason that she's holed up in the Russian boonies. Yep, if I had to guess, it's likely so she can recover her strength. That or she's trying to grow even stronger. I mean, if I were in her shoes, I wouldn't suddenly reveal my hideout to the world just because I got hurt. So she may well not be hiding it. She may not be hiding it anymore because she doesn't need to bother. Indeed, that's entirely possible. I strongly suspect the amorphous form we encountered in Olympus was not her fully matured self. For one thing, we saw no sign of the great horns that are indicative of a mature beast. Sorry, do they all have horns? Is that a thing? I'm just trying to think here. Actually, come to think of it, doesn't... When we saw in... We saw in one thing the full form of primate murder, and it did have the horns. So you're right. Immature, fully mature. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, all three of them that I've seen do, huh?
All right then. Listen well, all of you. Munier's right. Koyenskaya protected our ship back in Fairy Britain.
Oh, I can't believe it. Director Gordolf actually got Munier's name right for once. Oh my god, he did! Whoa!
Regardless of how we might feel about it, it remains a fact. Most of you probably don't know this, but as the president of a major company, she, also friendly enough, used to conduct herself in an exemplary human manner. I'm not only talking about military deployments either. She provided a great deal of medical supplies and humanitarian aid to impoverished communities.
What? Really? I doubt that. Okay.
Maybe no more than a business strategy, but whatever her reasons, she responded to the plights of the needy with genuine sincerity. Despite her femme fatale nature, she was not one to squeeze someone dry without fair compensation. There was something about her that could be reasoned with. However, regardless of what she may have done in the past, we cannot sit idly by while a beast grows to full maturity. But besides, this is something I need to take responsibility for. And I expect those of you from Old Caldia know that all too well. Some of you no doubt still have wounds that ache at the thought of what you lost that day.
Yeah, when he kind of came in there and everyone died.
I am well aware that I have no right to command any of you. But that is all the more reason for me to hope you'll allow me to take responsibility for what happened. Listen up, everyone. As of this moment, we are going on the offensive. For now, we'll set our top priorities. The battle with the foreign god and the resolution of the bleached earth phenomenon aside. Then focus all our resources on eliminating Korenskaya.
It's finally time. Yes, sir.
That said, I must also stress that the side incursion is not without benefit to our main mission. We certainly can't afford to squander any resources after all. Although we will be going up against a beast in this operation, it's also be a test for our infiltration of the 7th Lost Belt. A practice run, if you will, for an inevitable confrontation with the foreign god. And that means we must also be ready to make proactive use of the Black Barrel.
Heck yeah, let's do the Black Barrel. Every time they bring it up, it makes me happy. I love notes. Black Barrel. A weapon that uses its accomplishments measure to measure its target's lifespan and attack them with the full force of that same lifespan. This used to take a heavy toll on both Mash and Tanner, but now we can also use the Black Barrel for single shots not fueled by command spells with Habitrot's help alone. Yo, what? I mean, I guess that's true, because she pops it in her Noble Phantasm. This does turn it from a conceptual weapon into a physical one, but that physical weapon should still pack a significant punch. Unfortunately, firing physical rounds heats the gun's barrel too much to be used in succession, but just being able to use different rounds for different situations is going to be a huge help.
Very good. Thank you for going over the developments with the Black Barrel, Technical Advisor. Next, I'd like to hear about the Divine Construct Essence we acquired in the British Lost Belt. How is the cannon which fires that coming along?
Sion and I are making headway on it. Of course, while we're going as fast as we can, neither of us have worked on anything like this before. So while I hate to say this, I'm afraid it won't be ready in time for this operation. We'll just have to be flexible and make use of the tactics we've used so far.
I see. I suppose that was too much to hope for. Still, I expected as much, and besides, we have plenty of other tricks up our sleeves. My first plan of attack for the 7th Lost Belt is...
Foo! Foo! Foo!
What was that? Don't you mean only plan of attack? Yes, that's what... Can I understand what the damn Admiral says now? Jeez, I've been with these guys too long. I suppose I do, but you don't need to go bringing it up.
Director, you can tell what Fu is saying?
Not a clue, but but that time, I could feel what he meant right in my soul.
Well, a plan of attack for the 7th Lost Belt naturally focuses on Excalibur. We also came up with a secondary source of firepower to improve our odds of success. Essentially, we realized we can run all the Stormborder's magical reactors in parallel to deploy a mass amount of Kali and heroic spirits simultaneously. Oh, that's sick. I like it. In other words, we can go for quantity and quality. The idea is simple. We send in a whole bunch of heroic spirits who are always materializing Caldia into the enemy's territory and overwhelm them with sheer numbers and firepower, Blitzkrieg style. We're pretty much going entirely with wish fulfillment here. Man, it would make things so much easier if we could just send in a ton of the heroic spirits we already have, who we know would be a good fit for this operation. Now we can make that dream a reality. Well, we will of course be deploying this plan here primarily to defeat Koyenskaya. It will also serve as a test for our infiltration of the 7th Lost Belt. So please do keep that in mind that our experiences here will provide invaluable data for the future. Specifically, Tanner, Mash. Yes? We'll be deploying up to 10 heroic spirits to accompany you. Conversely, they'll all be your main source of firepower in this operation. The plan is to bring the Stormboard as close to Koyenskaya's magical energy signal as possible, at which point you'll move in on foot to take her down. Phew! It's a simple yet powerful strategy. You all go there together, and you kick her ass together. As we speak, we have 6 heroic spirits chosen specifically for this operation standing by in Briefing Room 2. Needless to say, we can deploy any or all of them at once at a moment's notice.
Mission is to carry out this operation with unprecedented speed. I expect you to succeed with flying colors. All right, everyone, let's go hunt ourselves a beast.
Gordy is so in. What a good character. Every time he's on screen, he's my favorite. I can't believe I thought I'd hate him. All right, we're probably just gonna do section 1 today, because again, I have the party in not too long. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do there's no way. I have a party. I'm not gonna hit the first raid fight that's apparently gonna happen. Well, we seem to have made it.
Ooh, I'm seeing what looks like some kind of barrier over Tunguskan airspace. It's pretty different from the storm walls surrounding the Lost Belts, but I think it's still a kind of bounded field. Do something, Da Vinci!
I already analyzed it and ran the numbers. I'm putting up a multi-layer bounded field around the front of the border right now. Theoretically, it should let us help break through. That was fast. Nice work, Da Vinci. Then, without further ado, deploying anti-physical space-time adjusted membrane around the bow. We'll break through in dimensional piercing mode. Once we make it through the barrier into the Tunguska special region, we can begin the operation in earnest. Everyone brace for impact. Little bit of turbulence. There, we made it through. We're now in Tunguska's airspace. All we have to do now is head for Sky's magical energy Buddy? Wait! I feel really, really sick here. Uh-oh. What is this? Habitrot, are you alright? Not even close. I want to disappear right now, but I won't. I'm the Black Barrel's guardian fairy, I am. So this fairy isn't going back toward the spirit origin graph. Nope, I'm gonna go into the sleep mode I set up on the Black Barrel instead. Just call me if you need me, Mash. I can help out in battle too, at least a little. Habitrot, Da Vinci, what's going on? Foo!
You're kidding me. Sure, Habitat can be true, but she's a good egg too. And now she's the first to disappear. What's going on here, Administrative Advisor? Technical Advisor.
Captain, are you okay? This is real bad. Da Vinci, can you check on briefing room 2 for me? And please, hurry. Briefing room 2. What the? All the magical energy signals of the Chaldean heroic spirits we had on standby, they are vanishing one by one. None of them are able to remain materialized. They're all being forced back to the spirit origin graph. Uh-oh. This is just like what we saw in Britain. Holmes. Right you are, Da Vinci. I can't be certain if this world was always like this, or if Sky found a way to copy it from Britain. But it's clear that the whole environment is entirely rejecting human history. This must be what Trismegistus II meant by special. Naturally, we had a number of safety provisions to the summoning system after our experiences in Britain. Whatever peculiar traits this place possesses seems to have overwhelmed them. I'm afraid I can't hold on any longer. Da Vinci, Nemo, it's all up to you now. Don't worry, Holmes, we've got this. Da Vinci's technically a servant, but at her core, she's actually a living being rather than a heroic spirit. Mash is a demi-servant, which puts her in the same boat. Of course, neither Tanner nor Gordolf are affected. And I have 2 spirit origins, so I can hold out just long enough. Let's get the Stormboard out of this airspace, much as it pains me. Marine.
Oh, aye, sir. Engines at maximum. We can turn around and get out of here at full speed any time.
Good. Moonier, switch places with me. I'll steer the Stormboarder. You know what to do, right? Huh? All right, now I gotcha. Okay, you got it. Thanks, Moonier. I'm counting on your driving skills. Da Vinci? On it.
What? The door just opened on us.
Tanner, Mash, Director Gordolf. I need you all to hurry to the hangar now. I'll have Nurse and Baker disconnect and transport you, Da Vinci. Right now, you need to get your gear ready and hurry to the Shadow Border. Captain? Take care of the Storm Border for us, okay? My captain always takes care of the ship. It's their job. I trust you all know what you need to do, and I don't mean in terms of battle. Of course, I'll bring the Shadow Border and everyone in it back safe and sound. That goes for Tanner, Mash, Da Vinci, and Chubbs, too. Great. I feel better already. From this point on, the field ops team will be investigating this strange environment on its own. Master Tanner, don't hesitate to call for us if you need help. I can probably only afford to do it once, but I'll deploy it on a rescue operation to wherever you might be. Thanks, Captain. See you later. Okay, this all went tits up quite fast. Good. That should take care of things for the time being. That aside, First Britain exceeded my expectations, and now this world has as well. So much for a blitzkrieg strike. And to make matters worse, if this environmental trait is something Koyanskaya learned in and copied from Britain, but she may also have access to numerous other threats we faced in the other Lost Belts. Well, we are up against a beast. It's safer to expect the worst. All we can do now is trust in Tanner and his team. It certainly won't be the first time. Indeed. Although I am to admit it, there's nothing more I can do. All right then, Captain. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Oh, don't worry about me. Once the storm borders clear this place, I'll just loiter up above the barrier, as watchful as a fire goby. Just waiting around may not be fun, but it's not dangerous either. And it's certainly no big deal compared to the temporary disappearance you're forced to undergo. I'll see you back at the Wandering Sea Homes. I kind of thought it'd just be business as usual. We hop in, we do a thing. But no, there's just a lot happening all at once. I know these horizontal Gs are pretty rough, but hang in there until the storm border finishes its turn. Once it's stabilized and clear, we'll be going straight into a free fall. Be ready for vertical Gs when that happens. Okay, hang on. Okay, we're falling. Okay. There, the storm border turned around. But before we make our emergency escape, open the hatch, open the hatch. Shadow border, launch. Shadow border launching. Is this really a law? What?
Falling!
I put a multi-layered bounded field on the border's undercarriage. I'm a little worried with only my magical energy to spare on it. Sorry. Whew. Oh, who cares? Bring it on, I say. Hell, this is my third time falling into operation.
No, wait, hang on. If I think of this like bio deal at the Dakar rally, okay, I could do this. I could totally do this.
He's been in the... Yeah, he talked about the Dakar rally earlier. Well, I assume that means we're safe. Right? I assume? Okay. Falling point. That we did do. Alright. Sure. Hey gamers, how we doing?
Phew.
He's smacking me. Don't worry, I'm still conscious, I'm good.
Phew. Master, are you alright?
I'm fine, what about you, Mash?
I'm fine too. Nothing serious to report. Status report. Electrical signals, 80% functionality, but repairable. Engine, no damage. Hull integrity at 90%. Mobility remains intact. Not too bad for an emergency deployment and landing. How about you guys? Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. That wasn't nearly as bad as I was expecting. In fact, I think that might have actually loosened up my stiff shoulders.
Why are you talking like we all just left the chiropractor? Do you also feel refreshed after riding a roller coaster? Anyway, Technical Advisor, my subordinate's bizarre health regime aside, I don't think I'm any worse for wear. As for Tanner and Carrier Light, they're both fine.
Phew!
Throbball! You too? Well, I guess we can't send you back to the storm border now. How about you, Technical Advisor? Is everything all right with your spirit origin now that we've landed in enemy territory?
I appreciate your concern, Director. Don't worry, my spirit origin seems fine too. It looks like this environment doesn't reject all heroic spirits outright, just like in the British Lost Belt. It does reject them, to be sure, but I'm guessing there are still loopholes some can slip through. And for creatures that are obviously alive, like humans and animals, there shouldn't be any issue. As far as I can tell, this environment only rejects beings, mainly heroic spirits, who owe most of their existence to human history.
Phew!
Huh? Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Whoa!
That voice. You like it? I do too. Who's this? But anyway, I don't think the situation's quite what you guys think it is. Who is this?
Who's there?
Oh! Hi! After all, I'm here, aren't I? Ibuki Doji! I did not know you'd just be with us!
Oh my god, she's huge.
Hmm?
Oh. Oh. My heroic spirit, eh? Or rather, my divine spirit. Oh, of course. I remember now. Ibuki Doji. You were one of the heroic spirits waiting on standby in briefing room 2. Well, good to see you're all right. Wait. What? You're all right, but how?
I have an idea. Maybe it's because, unlike standard heroic spirits, Ibuki Doji is a divine spirit? I guess, and she's obviously here and all. Huh? Huh, it really is a Bukidoji. That might just mean this place isn't quite the same as the British Lost Belt after all. It's pretty clear from what we saw it's stopping heroic spirits from manifesting, but it doesn't stop them from incarnating, just like in Britain. And that's not all. It also doesn't reject non-human heroic spirits. Huh. I wonder what its criteria is. Is Ibuki Doji allowed to be here because she's a divine spirit? Or because she's a nature spirit? Non-human. Divine spirit? Nature spirit? So, is Ibuki Doji my true name? Hold up. Huh? Something wrong with your memory? Well, I know I'm still me. I know I'm really strong and I'm really nice and I really love booze and I have massive bahonkers. They're ridiculous. And I know that I'm your servant. But everything else is kind of a haze. What am I anyway? As long as there's booze, who cares? I gotcha. Okay, glad to have you with us, Ibuki Doji. Thanks, Master. I'm glad to be here too.
How do those two just roll with the punches like that?
Looks like she managed to materialize here and in consequence lost her memory. So I'm a little nervous to ask, but what about your combat capabilities, Ibuki Doji? Do you still have confidence in, do you have confident in those? Or do you feel confident? No, that's fine. That wasn't a typo. That was me. Oh, sure. I'm very strong. Oh, by the way, anyone who's played Fate Samurai Remnant. Yep. That is, yep. Uh-huh. Its design does look a bit different. But it is. Oh, sure, I'm very strong. If Master wants me to fight, then of course I'll be glad to fight. Besides, I like going wild. My mind does feel kind of fuzzy, though, so I might not be quite at my usual strength. Hang on. I'm gonna see if I still got everything. Okay. Let's see. Yep, I can use fire, and wind, and lightning. Oh, and water, too, of course. Isn't that pretty much everything? If I really wanted to, I bet I could even alter my spirit origin, though maybe only a few times, since I bet that uses a ton of magical energy.
Huh. Well, it's not great that she lost her memory and that we don't have the 5 other heroic spirits as well, but we may be in better shape than I thought at least. Did I hear hoot howl in the other room?
Is that my Christmas party? What's happening here? Okay. Cool. We're fine. It doesn't have anything to do with it. Silver linings, huh? Don't you worry. I can hold my own against just about everything. I'm counting on you, Ibuki Doji. No problem. Foo-foo! Well, like I said, that's where I'm going to call it, just because I do have to run to my Christmas party. Even though it's like, so I'm like going to like all the different houses with the different staff members, and then after that, I'm going to be running back here for the Christmas party. So, right? Yeah, I just don't want to run out of time. So, all right, we'll be doing probably section 2 and probably section 3 unless it's super long next time, guys. Because I mean, there's enough to chew on for this first part. Oh no, it's shorter. Who cares? It's Christmas. Let me have my Christmas party. I'll see you guys next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Ciao.